What was the difference defensively, if there was anything different defensively in you guys today?
The effort was there. We had a couple lapses, gave up a couple wide open threes, but for the most part, the effort was there, and it was there from the jump.
Kobe said last week in Chicago that one of the issues has been rotating defensively and communicating, stuff like that. Roy said he doesn't really know if it got better today, but did you sense at times that was a little bit better?
At times, yes. Especially the communication. They do a lot of cutting and screening, and I think we did a pretty good job of communicating on when we wanted to switch and when we would get through. So I think it got a little bit better today.
The tough non-conference games with Michigan, Kentucky, Gonzaga, Texas, UCLA, all of those. What have you learned about this team through that stretch?
I think we've seen what it looks like when we gave effort on both ends and seen what it looks like when we don't, and the result is totally different. But we know we can do it, and I think that's what we learned, and it's just a matter of us doing it consistently now.
What do you guys need to work on the most?
We just need to fine-tune our defense. If we continue to bring effort and everybody tries the way we did tonight, I think we'll be pretty good.
For you guys not shooting well, really, the beginning of the season and still being able to come out and win, what does it just show you about your potential if you guys are, eventually find your rhythm on offense?
Yeah, I think, once we find our rhythm with our jump shots and three-point line, we kind of saw it against Gonzaga. It just makes us a lot more dangerous because you got to play us honest. You can't really favor one thing. You can't back up off of us because we got shooters, and then we can take advantage of them trying to close out hard if they come out on shooters.
Do you feel prepared to start conference play on the road just because of how many non-conference plays you guys have had outside of the Smith Center?
For sure, I think that's what Coach really likes to do is to get us 2 or 3 games, true road games in non-conference, just to get us ready for the ACC schedule.
Do you see a difference in the freshmen from game one, and do you feel like they're getting comfortable and ready for ACC?
Oh yes, I think everything's slowing down for them, and they're starting to pick up more. And that's all it is when you first get here and you play your first game. Everything's moving so fast, you're trying to figure it out. But I think they're starting to figure it out, and they're starting to be able to not think so much about what play we're running, but think about being a basketball player and making the right play.
I haven't asked you about your shot yet this year. Last year, when you went that little stretch, started around this time a year ago, you said everything felt the same. There was no difference, and then eventually it started falling again. Does it feel the same this year? Mm-hmm. And is it just a matter of it's going to start falling again, sort of the same thing as a year ago?
It's definitely going to start falling. I mean, they just gave me a hard time about going 2 for 8 today, but everyone feels good. It's either short or long. I mean, it's not really missing right and left. So as long as it's one of those, I feel pretty good with it, and it's just a matter of time before they start going in.
Is there a battle to maintain confidence, or is that just so innate that it's not affecting you at all?
I think it's a battle because you look at yourself as a shooter, and you're not making shots. It's hard for someone to keep that confidence high if you're not getting the results. But you definitely have to work on it. And I think I've done a pretty good job throughout my career getting it here, and I think that's why my confidence isn't really wavering right now.
Last question on that. Have you noticed anybody defending you a little bit differently because it's not falling?
No. They're still closing out because I think they know that
anytime.
I can knock it down at any time. So, you can see it a little bit tonight. They kind of closed out hard a couple times, and, nobody's doing anything differently. We walk on the court, and teams might point out that, hey, he's a shooter, so you got to get out there. So there's nothing different at all.
Appreciate it.